picked up every piece and landed on my feet. I'm wide awake, need nothing to complete myself. No, I'm wide awake, yeah, I am born again, out of the lion's den. I don't have to pretend, and it's too late. The story's over now, the end. I wish I knew then what I know now. Wouldn't dive in, wouldn't bow down. Gravity hurts, you made it so sweet, till I woke up on the concrete. Falling from cloud nine, crashing from the high. I'm letting go tonight. I'm falling from cloud nine. Wide awake, thunder rumbling, castles crumbling. I am trying to hold on. Wide awake, God knows that I tried seeing the bright side. I'm not blind anymore. Wide awake, I'm wide awake. Yeah, I'm falling from cloud nine, crashing from the high. You know I'm letting go tonight. I'm falling from cloud nine. I'm wide awake.
Lights go down and the night is calling to me, yeah. I hear voices singing songs in the street, and I know that we won't be going home for so long, but I know that I won't be on my own. Yeah, I love this feeling, and right now I wish you were here with me. 'Cause right now everything is new to me. You know I can't fight the feeling, and every night I feel it. Right now I wish you were here with me. Late night spaces with all our friends, you and me, yeah. Love these faces, just like how it used to be. And we won't be going home for so long, but I know I won't be on my own, on my own. I'm feeling like right now I wish you were here with me. 'Cause right now everything is new to me. yeah. Right now, I wish you were here with me. 'Cause right now, everything is new to me. You know I can't fight the feeling, and every night I feel it. Right now, I wish you were here with me. by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This can be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. A simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This can be the end of everything. So why don't we go? So why don't we go? This can be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know. Take your eyes off of me so I can leave. I'm far too ashamed to do it with you watching me. This is never ending. We have been here before, but I can't stay this time 'cause I don't love you anymore. Please stay where you are. Don't come any closer. Don't try to change my mind. I'm being cruel to be kind. I can't love you in the dark. It feels like we're oceans apart. There's so much space between us. Maybe we're already defeated. Everything changed me. You have given me something that I can't live without. You mustn't underestimate that when you are in doubt. engkau meraihnya. Laskar pelangi takkan terikat waktu. Bebaskan mimpimu di angkasa, warnai bintang di jiwa. Menarilah dan terus tertawa, walau dunia tak seindah surga. Bersyukurlah pada yang kuasa, cinta kita di dunia selamanya. Pada hidup memberikan senyuman abadi, walau hidup kadang tak adil, tapi cinta lengkapi kita. Takkan terikat waktu. segera runtuhmu, kau tuturkan segala mimpi-mimpi serta harapanmu.
Kau ingin ku menjadi yang terbaik bagimu, patuhi perintahmu, jauhkan godaan yang mungkin ku lakukan dalam waktuku beranjak dewasa. Jangan sampai membuatku
was when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you go it was never, never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world.
I let myself fall into you. I never thought I'd fall right through. I fell for every word you said. You made me feel I needed you and forced my heart to think it's true. But I found I'm powerless with you. Now I don't need your wings to fly. No, I don't need a hand to hold in mine this time. You held me down, but
wrote down the day that I fell for you. Now it's crossed out and weighed, but I still can't forget if I wanted to. And it drives me insane, think I'm hearing your name everywhere I go. But it's all in my head, it's just all in my head. But you won't see me break, call you up in 3 days, or send you a bouquet saying it's a mistake. Drink my troubles away, one more glass of champagne. And you know I'm the first to say that I'm not perfect, and you're the first to say you want the best thing. But now I know a perfect way to let you go. Get my last hello, hope it's worth it. Here's your perfect. My best was just fine. How I tried to be great for you. Flawed by design, and you love to remind me no matter what I do. But you won't see me break, call you up in 3 days, or send you a bouquet saying it's a mistake. Drink my troubles away, one more glass of champagne. And you know I'm the first to say that I'm not perfect, and you're the first to say you want the best thing. But now I know a perfect way to let you go. Get my last hello, hope it's worth it. I'm the first to say that I'm not perfect, and you're the first to say you want the best things. But now I know a perfect way to let you go. Get my last hello, hope it's worth it. See, but now I know a perfect way to let you go. Get my last hello, hope it's worth it. Here's your perfect. You were alone, left out in the cold, clinging to the ruin of your broken home. Too lost and hurting to carry a load. We all need someone to hold. You've been fighting the memory all on your own. Nothing washes, nothing grows. I know how it feels being by yourself in the rain. We all need someone to stay. We all need someone to stay. Here to fall alone and cry out. Will you fix me up? Will you show me how? At the end of the day, we're helpless. Can you keep me close? Can you love me most? You've drunk it down and you spat it out. Nothing tastes like the things you had. So tear it off, why don't you let them go? We all need someone to stay. We all need someone to stay. Here fall alone and cry out. Will you fix me up? Will you show me how? At the end of the day, we're helpless. Can you keep me close? Can you love me most? Can you keep me close? Can you love me most? Can you keep me close? Can you love me most? You were alone, left out in the cold, clinging to the ruin of your broken home. You were falling and lonely, cry out. Will you fix me up? Will you show me hope? The end of the day and we're helpless. keep me close? Can you love me?
Did I almost see what's really on the inside? All your insecurities, all the dirty laundry, never made me blink one time. Unconditional, I will love you unconditionally.
I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. You know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide it's on my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world could be ours tonight.
You think it's easy? You think I don't wanna run to you, yeah. But there are mountains, and there are doors that we can walk through. I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, and I'm not the one you were meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me, when everyone tells us what we can be. And how can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight.
All I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you.
It feels
It's not impossible. Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine, and nothing can keep us apart. 'Cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars? Changing the world to be ours.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide, but I can have you. We're bound to break and my hands are tied.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. 'Cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand and stare. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems. 'Cause I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs as they tried to teach me how to dance. A foxtrot above my head, a sock hop beneath my bed, a disco ball is just hanging by a thread. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems. I'm on sleep. Leave my door open just a crack. Please take me away from you, 'cause I feel like such an insomniac. Please take me away from you. Why do I tire of counting sheep? Please take me away from you, when I'm far too tired to fall asleep. million fireflies. I'm weird cause I hate goodbyes. I got misty eyes as they said farewell. We all know where several are if my dreams get real bizarre, cause I say if you and I keep them in a jar. I like to make myself believe this planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, cause everything is never as it seems. I like to make myself believe this planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, cause everything is never as it seems. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, because my dreams are bursting at the seams.
still having from a love I lost. I'm feeling your frustration, but any minute all the pain will stop. Just hold me close inside your arms tonight. Don't be too hard on my emotions, 'cause I need time. My heart is numb, has no feeling, so while I'm still healing, just try and have a little patience. I really wanna start over again. I know you wanna be my salvation, the one that I can always depend. I'll try to be strong, believe me, I'm trying to move on. It's complicated, but understand me, 'cause I need time. My heart is numb, has no feeling, so I am still healing. Just try and have a little patience, yeah. Have a little patience, yeah. 'Cause the scars run so deep, it's been hard, but I have to believe. Have a little patience. Have a little patience. Oh, 'cause I just need time. My heart is numb, has no feeling, so while I'm still healing, just try and have a little patience. Have a little patience. My heart is numb, has no feeling, so while I'm still healing, just try and have a little patience. I'll come for you, staying here, give your best, waiting for me, don't you move, steady. I'll come for you, standing here, brace yourself, waiting for me, close your eyes, steady. Stay for knowing you, and I keep you, oh my love, sticking true. I was so heavy, or on a symphony. When I'm low, 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 I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. Angels sent from above, I feel you coursing through my blood. Life is a drink, your love's about to make the stars come out. Wings on me, when I was so heavy, or on a symphony. When I'm low, 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 I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so Chicago, I feel it.